Shazam Fury of the Gods is out, so how does one of the last movies from the DCU hold up before James Gunn takes over? Watching the first trailer to this movie did not really get me excited for it. Shazam versus some old lady gods and a bunch of CGI monsters. While Shazam hasn't really been known for his rogues gallery like a lot of the other big DC characters, he still has a few. One being Mr. Mind, which they showed at the very end of Shazam, which he's not even in this movie or even alluded to at all. Dr. Sivana is still locked up from the end of the movie and he's not even shown in this movie at all. And obviously Black Adam is off doing whatever he's doing in his movie because The Rock didn't want to fight Shazam. So that doesn't really leave much for Shazam to fight. We also could have gotten King Cole, but no, we got a bunch of no-named old lady gods for Shazam to fight. Pretty much they want the power that was stolen from them from the staff that was broken in the first movie. And in the beginning we have our group acting as a superhero team trying to save their small little city. Also we get a side plot of Freddy liking this new girl named Anna. The only thing I find odd is as much as I like Zachary Levi as Shazam, it's weird that he acts so kiddish when Billy is 18 in this. So you would think he wouldn't act so childish. This really only works when Billy is like a lot younger, but in this, he's pretty much almost adult. And I like having Shazam have that kid side of him. It works really well in the comics and also in the animated movies. But it doesn't really work in this because the kid version of him doesn't really act as childish as he does when he's in the Shazam form. There are some jokes that I liked in this movie. I thought they landed pretty well. And then of course there are some jokes I just didn't think was really good. Like the overuse of the weird Skittle joke, which was dumb that they did it so quickly back and forth. There's a lot of heroism in this movie, them saving a lot of people, them showing off a lot of their new powers, super speed, flight, strength, all that, especially during the bridge scene, which was pretty cool to watch. The thing that hurts this movie a lot though is the action scenes, sadly. Black Adam blows this movie out of the water with its action scenes. The action scenes in this are just not visually striking. I've seen a lot of fantasy action Asian movies and they are able to do high action fantasy CGI extremely well and it feels very anime-esque in their action scenes. It does not have a lot of dynamic action like those movies can do, and I think that hurts this movie a lot because if we saw a lot of stylistic dynamic action in this movie, I feel like that would help it a lot. But we get a bunch of standard action. This movie's action is just so light and there's just nothing that is like a wow factor to it. We get a lot of Greek mythology monsters, but unfortunately most of the group is depowered when they show up, so we don't really get a cool fight scene with them. I mean, Shazam is the only one that has his powers during this scene. The final fight scene where Shazam is fighting Lucy Liu, it's really not as great as I thought it was going to be. I mean, you have Lucy Liu of all people, and you don't give us some cool back and forth. I mean, she's only riding a dragon in the movie. That's literally it. She's just shooting fireballs at Shazam, and him just kind of like going through the motions until he defeats it. I just feel like she was such a waste in this movie. But I just feel like this movie wasn't really trying, or they were just held back with what they could actually do. The cameo at the end was also wasted. I just don't see where that was really going. It kind of got me excited, but when you know where the DCU is going, you're just like, does this really matter? And also the end credit scenes. It gets me excited for what? So we really don't know if any of this is going to even matter until everything gets rebooted. In all, this movie had some fun scenes, some good laughs, and some enjoyable moments. This is why I give Shazam Fury of the Gods a 7 out of 10. If you guys like this review, hit that like button. If you guys want to see more, hit that follow button. And as always, thanks for watching.